there, I'm Molly Showalter. I'm from Denton Regional. I work in the education department. My exact title, I'm the staff development specialist, which sounds more fancy than what I actually do, but I'm here to share with you information about influenza. And just to start out with this slide, you see this guy on the slide, I hate calling him a gentleman because I have no idea his name, but I found this on the internet, and see that scary mask he has on. If you happen to start wearing masks or want to wear a mask, don't change the integrity of the mask by drawing on it, okay? Because this mask probably isn't going to work now just because he has paint all over it, okay? So just keep that in mind if someone gives you a fancy mask to wear. Okay, let's talk about some of the information about the flu. This is some of the fun stuff about the flu. There's fun stuff. All kinds of animals can get the flu. Okay? Your dog can get the flu. And they actually have flu shots for dogs. I have no idea how much they cost. And I'm really not going to check into it for my golden retrievers that I have at home. But it says even whales can get the flu. There's documentation out there that whales get the flu. Now, the way you test for the flu is by doing a nasal swab. I have no idea who would have done a nasal swab on a whale. Okay? And I'm not really going to look into it, but I just thought that was interesting that whales can also get the flu. So with the flu, there's three different types. There's type A, type B, and type C. Type A is what is out right now. That's the highly contagious. It's more pandemic. So if something's pandemic, it's global. Okay? If something's epidemic, it's usually regional, which means it could be maybe just in the state of Texas, it could be just the United States, just North America, just Asia, but it won't be global. All right? So influenza A is highly contagious. And like I said, all pandemics are caused by influenza A. Influenza B is also very contagious, but it's more an epidemic type. And this influenza B can also happen all year long, but it usually occurs more in the later spring. Influenza C causes just a mild illness. It's not quite as contagious. It can cause an epidemic and also can happen year-round. But once again, usually later in the spring. Now, we've got, what are the H and the N? Okay, whenever we have the flu, we talk about, we have the H1N1 right now. There are numerous types of H's and N's that you can use. The H and the N, what these are, they've got fancy names, hematoglutinin and the neuraminidase. These are proteins, okay, and there are different types of proteins. And what this is, if you look at the picture up here, this is what the H1N1 looks like. These are the cells. And right, the edge around it, it has like little prickles on it, okay? So whenever you inhale it, it sticks to your lungs, okay? Kind of like this little thorny thing down here does, how it like sticks to your pants when you're walking through the grassy area. These cells do the same thing as in your lungs. They kind of stick to your lungs. So that's what helps. They kind of attach themselves in there and start reproducing, and that's what really makes you sick. And this is kind of another picture of it too. It's another way you can kind of visualize it and see a better picture, how they're kind of prickly along the sides. Okay, so the way they name the flu, okay, it's this long name down here. This is the official name of the flu for this year. So we have influenza A. The A is part of the HN component. Okay, and we've got the H1N1, and then California, because that was the first city that actually was the first country actually, that's the state that actually had the H1N1 this year, and then the year it was first seen. This particular strain we have right now just started this year, 2009. So we've got the influenza A, H1N1, California in 2009. Now the flu season, I hope you can see the different colors on here. For the flu season, the way this chart works, the flu season generally starts October 1st, which is about the 40th week of the year. So if you look here, there's week 40, and this is the beginning of the flu season. Okay? So as you follow it along, you can see the average peak when the flu is at its worst is here's the first of the year. It would probably be about February to March. Okay, then it kind of slacks off and gets better. Well, this year is the red line. So we had our peak last, January, February, March, right in that area, and then it came back. This is on May. Remember all the information we had coming out in May about the swine flu that was out? Then it kind of slacked off a little bit for the summer, and then we got this big peak again. This is right now. Okay, so things are really back up. A lot of things in the news right now because it is back up. The latest information from the CDC says that things are really not dropping off as much as what we expected them to. That it's still continuing. Okay? This is why it's really important for us to have information about the H1N1 right now. Is hand washing enough to prevent the flu? Okay. This lady here shows you what a really good sneeze looks like. Okay, so even though we wash our hands, if we're just walking past her in the grocery store or Walmart or wherever else we happen to be, we probably might just walk through that sneezy cloud, which is really gross if you think about it. Okay? So hand washing can help prevent some of the bacterial infections that follow the flu, which is very important. But hand washing can't not prevent the diseases that are spread by inhaled droplets. Okay? So you're going to get it either by touching things, or you touching your face. Maybe you use the hand railing up the stairs today. Okay, you got to the top of the stairs and said, "Oh, I forgot to do something." You just touched your face after you touched the hand railing. So, you might want to start carrying a little, gel with you so you can gel your hands.